Hi, I'm Don, and this is the Hobbyist Geek. Today we're going to be starting off with issue 9 on the Ecto-1 build, and we've got our parts here and the magazine, so let's get to it. And here are the parts that we get with this issue. We've got the engine bulkhead, the blower unit, power brake reservoir vacuum cylinder, the windshield washer pump, the windshield washer motor, blower vacuum power unit, power brake reservoir master, power brake reservoir distributor, the power brake reservoir fluid line, bulkhead support strut brackets, and 2 bulkhead support struts, along with a number of screws, and you will need the build of the vehicle so far. And to begin, we're going to assemble the blower unit by taking the blower unit itself as well as the blower unit vacuum pump. And you can see there's a little post here and a little key area here. And it's going to go in this hole. And like I said, it is keyed, so it can't turn. And we're going to assemble it with an EP screw on the back side. All right, so I finally got this in. This was insanely hard to get in. I did not want to stay in place, kept twisting and turning. Hopefully you guys will have an easier time of getting it in than I did. But holy cow, that was hard. But good news is, it's on. Next step is to attach it to the engine bulkhead, and it's going to go in just like that. You can see there's a post, and there's the hole. That post is going to go in the hole so that it's nice and flat, just like this. And you attach it right there with an IP screw. Alright, that one attached was so much easier than this did. This is still a little bit loose, as you can see. It's still wiggly. But honestly, I'm not going to be able to get that any tighter. So if I end up having problems with it in the future, I may just have to super glue it in there. Fingers crossed that that does not become necessary. Next up, we're going to be fitting the power brake reservoir. So we're going to want to take the master cylinder here, and we're going to take the power brake reservoir distributor. We're going to put those together. Looks, yeah, if you look in here, there's a little pin, and that's going to go into that hole right there. Focuses a little out. That hole right there on the top is where that pin goes. And, let's see here. There we go. And we put an AP screw right through the top. All right. Now we're going to want to get the vacuum cylinder. I believe it's this right here. And this is going to go right in the center of the vacuum cylinder. Like this. Let's see here. Key. Yeah, it is. There's a flat side on that, and there's a flat side here, so that is keyed. It'll go right in just like that, and one EP screw right there. All right, and with this attached, this is also going to go onto the engine bulkhead, and it's going to go right here. You can see a little hole and a little screw base. We got a little peg and a screw post. So those should line up nice and neat, just like that. And another EP screw is going to go in right there. Alright, and there it is, nice and attached. Now I'm really kind of hoping that the instructions are a little wrong here, because this is angled, whereas in the instructions it's supposed to be straight. But given that excuse me, given that all of these are keyed, there's really no other way for me to put it in here, so I'm just hoping the instructions are a little wrong here. But next up, we're going to be assembling the windshield washer. So we're going to take the pump and the motor here, and we're going to put those together. They are not keyed, so it's just going to slide on just like that. And we're going to, now in the instructions, you can see there's these little grooves here. It's got those on the side, but like I said, it's not keyed. So I'm going to go ahead and try to maintain this orientation and see how that works out. One EP screw in the back. Alright, and now we've got this attached, and I've got the orientation about as good as I'm going to get it. Another difficult one to do without scratching or anything. I'm trying to hold on to this, it's very, very slippery. But once complete, it's time to attach this to the bulkhead. And again, you've got a hole for a post and a screw base, and on the back of this, come on, focus, there we go, post and a screw base. So I'm going just like that, and one more EP screw right in the back. And there we have our engine bulkhead so far. On to the next step. Alright, for this step we're going to need the rest of the car, and try to bring it in a little bit. And right there in the bottom, right here underneath the steering column here, it's kind of hard to see, right there, there's a post right in the middle of that. And we're going to have to take the power brake hose here, and that's going to go right in there. Okay, with the hose attached, it's time to slide the bulkhead on. So we're going to take the bulkhead that we've got so far, with all of this facing towards the engine. We're going to take the steering column, and it's going to go right in this hole. It should slide right into place. And it does, just like that. Now we've got to attach our other hoses. So we've got this hose, which has been hanging out for ages. This is the air filter control pipe, and it's going to go onto right onto the bulkhead, onto this post right here. After that, we're going to take the power brake line here, and we're going to attach it right here, I think. Yep, it's going to go right onto this post here. So let's go ahead and attach our hoses to the bulkhead. All right, hoses are attached. That was fun. But now let's slide this bulkhead back into place, just like this. And, whoa, sorry about that, just hit the camera. On the back side, right here, we've got two holes. And we're gonna put some OM screws in those. All right. And now on the sides, you can see we've got two posts and screw holes here, and there's two more on the other side. And we're going to use 4 IP screws to attach all of that. All right, rear engine bulkhead attached and looking exquisite. One last thing we need to do is attach the bulkhead support struts. So what we're going to do, if you can see, one end of these is threaded. That is going to go right into the bracket. You should be able to thread it through. Whew, that was tough. I actually had to use some pliers here to grab onto this. You can see it damaged the paint a little bit, which is unfortunate. But it was the only way to get this thing to screw through. Man, that was hard. And then we're going to put it on the engine. You can see a post here. It's going to go in the inner hole, and then we can attach it with an HP screw on this side. And yeah, there's a hole right here that can go through. And it'll line up just like that. And then we got to do exactly the same thing for the other side. All right, and there you have it. Bulkhead support struts in place. And that finishes off stage 27 of the Ecto-1 build. We've got our rear engine bulkhead in place now and looking fabulous. I enjoyed this issue. I hope you did too. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.